Thank you, Chair. Um, so I'm not sure if this is for Colonel Noonan or Colonel Wright. I will let you two decide. One of the things that I've heard from far too many women is that they've delayed their pregnancies until later in life, or when they are released, usually very quickly after they're released. What I'm concerned about is those that have post traumatic stress disorder are finding it challenging to either get pregnant, maintain their pregnancy, or get appropriate and or I should say PTSD care while they're pregnant. So I'm just wondering, because again, that becomes one of those gaps where the translation between service at CAF, where they received the injury, the post-traumatic stress, and then evac, it just seems like it's not very clear. So could you explain how CAF deals with that? And is there enough research to know what medication and what treatment processes are safe to continue to treat their PTSD while also being pregnant and or breastfeeding?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Sort of a complicated question, I think, there. But with respect to treating members when they are still serving, we absolutely treat them in a comprehensive way. So that would mean looking at all of their issues at the same time. That's sort of I guess, the cornerstone of primary care, is that we look at people as individuals and all their challenges together. And so that would absolutely include looking after someone's mental health requirement, their physical health requirements, and their family planning situation and goals.
So does that mean that if a woman is receiving treatment for PTSD while still serving, if she receives medication that could have an impact on her ability to have healthy reproduction later on, is she informed of that information, and is that information passed on? Because again, I'm coming back, like I always think about intention and impact, and those sometimes are related, but they don't flow the right way. And so I've heard from so many women who have not been able to have children. They planned for children, they waited, they had post-traumatic stress while they were serving, they were given medication. Now they're in the veteran component of their life. They had no idea that it would have this impact on their bodies. And so they're having to deal with that. And so I'm sorry, I feel like I'm really pestering, but I'm trying to figure out where is it broken so that we can have recommendations in this report that help us so that this doesn't happen to women anymore.
Well, I am very sorry to hear that you're hearing these kinds of stories, but for someone in a complex situation like you're describing, they would probably be seeing a specialist provider from the civilian system with respect to medications that they're taking while they were trying to get pregnant. And absolutely, that's the sort of thing that should be discussed with a patient. Absolutely, that is what should happen. But I do respect that you're hearing stories that tell you that it's not always happening. But I would add to that yes, part of our goals with understanding the challenges of what's happening with our women members is to understand better these combinations of challenges and how best to assist them. But with something specific, like say a contraindication on a medication with trying to get pregnant, it really shocks me that people are telling you that they were treated with a medication that they didn't understand. So that's very disappointing to hear.